For many, the best way to get Western lifestyles was to move west. Over one quarter of East Germans aged 18 to 30 did so, two-thirds of them women. Rural parts of the East were especially affected, as towns and villages emptied and tax revenue slumped. Schools were closed, shoppers shuttered, and housing blocks demolished. The mass emigration of youngsters led to a plummeting number of births. Since 2017, the net east-west migration has been roughly zero, but there has been no growth in the number of people moving east. The westernward exodus has simply fallen to match it. The East is also much older than the West. Since 1990, the number of over 60s has increased by 1.3 million, even as the overall population has fallen by 2.2 million. IWH, a research outfit in Halle, thinks the working age population in the East will fall by more than a third by 2060. By 2075, 23 of Germany's 401 crazy administrative districts will have shrunk by at least a fifth, says Susan Dainer at the Berlin Institute for Population and Development. All of them are in the East. In some districts, there will be 4 funerals for every birth. Instead of losing people to the West, Eastern Germany will lose them to grave. The constitutional pledge of equivalent living conditions across Germany thus looks unattainable. The government tried to help so-called structurally weak regions in the East as well as the West. But although investment in infrastructure and technical universities may help some towns, it cannot stop the demographic decline in the East German regions. Coming to terms, the picture is much brighter in some eastern cities. Potsdam, Jena, and Leipzig and Dresden have clusters of industry and tourism as well as cheap housing. Some, like Leipzig, the irritated rockers, have been booming for years. For Bacon Belt around Berlin benefits from the success of the capital, especially as older workers move out to the suburbs. Even as overall immigration to the west dries up, eastern cities are sucking educated people from struggling small towns and villages. That trend may continue, as only half of East German workers work in the city, compared with 2/3 in the West. The changes in the East have social, cultural, and political consequences, which are now coming to the fore. The last February, thousands of Dynamo Dresden supporters at the away game in Hamburg began to unfamiliar chant, Ost, Ost, Ostdeutschland. A video of the episode went viral, sparkling a lively debate. World fans expressing a dubious Eastern variant of militant German nationalism, or was this a cheerful, reappropriate identity that for so long was taken to connote stupidity and close-mindedness,